When the Frost is on the Punkin by James Whitcomb. When the frost is on the punkin and the fodder's in the shock, and you hear the cock and gobble of the strutting turkey cock, and the clacking of the guineas and the clucking of the hens, and the rooster's hallelujah as he tiptoes on the fence. Oh, at then the times a feller is a feelin' at his best, with the rising sun to greet him from a night of peaceful rest, as he leaves the house bareheaded and goes out to feed the stock, when the frost is on the punkin and the fodder's in the shock. There's something kindly hearty like about the atmosphere when the heat of summer's over and the coolin' fall is here. Of course, we miss the flowers and the blossoms on the trees, and the mumble of the hummingbirds and buzzing of the bees. But the air's appetizing, and the landscape through the haze of a crisp and sunny morning of the early autumn days is a picture that no painter has the coloring to mock, when the frost is on the punkin and the fodder's in the shock. The husky, rusty rustle of the tossels of the corn, and the rasping of the tangled leaves as golden as the morn. They stubble in they fur as kindly lonesome like but still, a preaching sermons to us of the barns they growed to fill. The straw stakes in the meadow and the reaper in the shed, the houses in their stall below, the clover overhead. Oh, it sets my heart a-clicking like the ticking of a clock, when the frost is on the punkin and the fodder's in the shock. Then your apples always gathered, and the ones a feller keeps is poured around the cellar floor in red and yeller heaps. And your cider's making over, and your women folks is through with their mince and apple butter and their souse and sausage too. I don't know how to tell it, but if such a thing could be, as the angels wanted board and they called around on me, I'd want to accommodate 'em, all the whole enduring flock, when the frost is on the punkin and the fodder's in the shock.